are my destiny, you are my destiny. I want to be the one you seek in the morning. Before you go to sleep at night, I just want to be the one you holding. I never want to see you cry.
And it is Wednesday, the 13th of November 2013. This is the first show on First Digital TV, coming to you live on First Digital 1. My name is Annie Afua Ampofo.
And my name is Alfred Akanse.
Well, and so we have some social matters to talk about this morning.
Well, it's a story that's been running for quite a while.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
I mean,
can you take 14 messages? Thank you.
we should be able to do something about that situation, but the Daily Dispatch newspaper, I'll do it very quickly, says over 36% of MPs are teachers and lawyers. Well, so they went into parliament as teachers and lawyers. Ms. Georgina Boy is NDC MP for Sukuma Domimbra. They are in the pictures this morning, and it's actually true. I mean, most of them, when they realize that it's not helping them, they just get into politics. Now, 2012 elections, 28 MPs won by less than 1,000 votes. So that's also in the Daily Dispatch newspaper this morning. There's one thing about teaching in the rural areas, very advantageous. When you are a good teacher and you stay there for long, and a lot of the parents have the awards going through your tutelage, you become popular. So at this age, obviously, when you contest in that area, you win.
You win. Okay.
So if you want to be an MP, through the very easy way, go and teach. Go and teach in the rural areas. I'm telling you, work for you. That's in the Daily Dispatch newspaper. It says, watch out for a surprise in tomorrow's Daily Dispatch. We will watch out for that particular surprise. So these are all the stories in the Daily Dispatch.
So I also go for the Chronicle, and it comes to the headline, Nigerians in love with Vicky, as pressure mounts on Mahama to reinstate her. Really?
Pressure is mounting on Vicky?
Are you serious?
No.
So
I'm saying that Nigerians love Victor Hama.
Well, let me read the story. The controversial WikiLeaks tape, which has received much condemnation in Ghana, seems to have rather made the flamboyant former Deputy Minister of Communications, Victoria Hama, popular in Nigeria.
Really?
Yesterday, the Chronicle office was inundated with calls from the various media outlets in Nigeria, which were seeking to get an update of the story. What seems to have fascinated the Nigerian journalists, some of whom had previously worked with the popular Punch newspaper, was not the size of Vicky's body, but her protruding buttocks.
Hey, what?
And wide hips.
No, I know Nigerians. There's something about the Igbos. They have a
Nobody
thing
made mention of Igbos in the papers.
But I mean, I've had a thing one way or the other with phones. Okay. But Annie, did you see the picture on the front page of the Chronicle? Hey.
Well, what's wrong with the picture?
This is serious.
That's somebody simply sitting on someone. That's all.
No.
If you haven't gotten that strength.
Look at the man's face.
If you haven't gotten that
look
strength,
at the man's face.
you need to do a lot of work.
The man is suffering.
You're welcome back. This is the first show on First Digital TV. Without wasting much time, we go straight to the phone lines. We have been joined on the line by Minister of State in charge of Public and Private Partnership, Honorable Rashid Abdul Pelpo. Did I pronounce it wrong? Abdul Rashid Pelpo, also Member of Parliament for West Central. Honorable, thank you for your time and a very good morning to you.
Thank you, and good morning to you and to all the viewers.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well this morning.
Honorable, how was it like to you as a Member of Parliament when the Right to Information Bill was taken again on the floor, or raised on the floor?
Well, it was exciting. Everybody's looking forward to having the Right to Information Bill passed into law, and we all don't know exactly how it's going to turn out to be. People are anxious because they know that they will have access to information. People who hold the information are wondering what it's going to be like for people to walk into offices and say, give me information, and you are compelled to give it. But on the whole, it was a good feeling, that we are taking another milestone into making a law that is going to change the face of information delivery in Ghana. Hopefully, Parliament is going to look at it thoroughly and in accordance with the directive of the President, and we'll see what happens.
So after so many controversies that have surrounded this bill, what has actually delayed this?
I cannot tell fully exactly what is delaying it, but it also has to do with the thorough work it has to go through. Lots of people have interest in this bill. They want to have an input in it. They want to make sure it is reflecting the expectations of the people and also of government. And so in the instance of wanting to ensure reflects our full expectations and aspirations for people, the inputs in it is immense and this in it
Hello, Honorable. Kindly position yourself properly. It looks like we're having some interruption on your line.
Also, the input from all angles, from civil society, politicians, private individuals, and everybody wanting to have an influence in the nature of the bill. It is what is perhaps giving it the feeling that, giving people the feeling that is delaying. But it's good because then this will now reflect our hopes and aspirations, and will give everybody a feeling that they have an input in the totality of the bill.
I want to find out if you know some details of the clauses in the bill, and I want to relate it to some issues that is happening in one of our sister countries, Nigeria, where the public or some members within the public are asking for details of accounts of certain political leaders after they have purchased certain properties or assets for themselves. Do we have the bill of ours, or the Right to Information Bill, Ghana's own, looking like something like that?
Well, you don't have set specific things. There are general issues about if somebody walks in the office, comes to your office and asks for information, you will have to give the information out. So if people know that are interested in specific information about some specific organizations or individuals which are of public interest and which are in the public domain, an officer will not be compelled, will be compelled to give out that information. You cannot withhold it, except when it is against national interest, and the information will now be shelved from the public. So there will be no barriers in taking information except when it is concerning national security.
Well, some people are of the opinion that there is no enough political will on the part of government to push for the passing of this bill. How soon should we expect this bill to be passed?
The bill is in the domain of the legislature. I don't know where the political will is coming from. The legislature is parliament, and they are going to debate it clause by clause, and then they'll come out with it. With the finality of it. The president had always mentioned it in public that he will sign the bill the following day if it is brought from parliament. Anytime the parliament finishes and brings it, he will definitely sign it. And parliament was has always looked for it, has run with it, and has done a lot of consultations about it. So I think the political will is there, except that because of the interest it's generating, one has to take time. And indeed, we can't have anybody complaining now that they won't have an input in it, because it has been exposed for a long time. It's been around for a long time. People are aware of it. People can submit memoranda, and so it is now enjoying the fullness of political will, both from Parliament and from the executive.
Honorable, we want to thank you so much for your time, and you're welcome back from your trip.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Honorable Rashid Abdul Rashid Palpo is Member of Parliament for Wa Central. He's also Minister of State in charge of private-public partnerships, speaking to us there on the Right to Information Bill. And when we mention Right to Information Bill, some Ghanaians actually think that it has to do with only journalists. No. It has to do with the public. You, as a member of the public, you also have an interest and the right to follow up any information that you think that you have an interest in. And on that note, I have been joined by a health specialist who is our friend on this platform, Dr. Jewapia. He is also a child rights activist, and every time we call on him, even if it's as if he wakes up, that not people, but teenagers, school-going teenagers, who get pregnant, should be punished. What is your opinion on that?
I don't know if a system has failed or a system is failing. I don't know why we should, vent our, we should be angry with a system where girls are being abused in schools. I do a lot of sexuality education in schools, and the type of information I get from the schools for children in even JSS, not even SSS, who are being abused by elders in communities, sometimes by their teachers and their heads of the schools. I believe that if the Deputy Minister for Education has anything to do, I should go and actually strengthen the institutions in the school to talk about such issues openly. Okay, I mean, I like what I know. You know the answer to this question, but you bring it up for discussion. But I believe that it's not only the rural areas. I mean, last I said on this program that the first grandmother I met was in Choco. Choco is not a rural. Of course, let's say it's urban slum, but it's not. Choco is not. Choco is Southman Proby Estate. And the youngest grandmother I met was 27, and this is Choco. It's not any rural area outside of Accra. Yeah, 27. And the grandmother had a child when she was 14, and the daughter had a child at the age of 18. And this is not the only one. This is the one I've come across. There are several of such cases that we know about in secondary schools in Accra, prime Accra. So it's not only rural, but I believe that in the rural areas it's worse because there's nothing else to do. The only entertainment is to play with the things that they have. And it is not we have laws in this country, and I do not know. I've not read the review of the Constitution. I have the whole big book like that. I'm still reading, and and I don't know if we addressed anything pertaining to that. We're saying that before the age of 16, you cannot have sex. That's in the law. It's not. We cannot say because they are reading the bodies are big and they are all over the place. They have a burger coming from Accra. That is not it. They still need to be protected. What is our social system doing? The social welfare system doing? I'm happy Nanoye is there, but Nanoye used to talk more when she was not a minister. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that she should, and I'm calling on her. I mean, this is in her domain. I've worked with her for 10, 15 years. 10, 15 years, we've talked about this, and I believe that now she's there, she's responsible because she would have pointed fingers at if somebody was a minister. She's a minister now. I'm pointing a finger at her. This is about time that we went straight at it. Yesterday, when I had a discussion, I said, what? 760,000 teenagers got pregnant in Ghana, and we are saying that they should be punished, and because they got pregnant because they're from the Immaculate Conception, or they got pregnant by their peers. And so I believe that it comes to there's something wrong with the system, and everybody's going to sleep. Look at the stories. Look at what is making hitting the headlines this past few days. For heaven's sake, we talk about it one day, forget it, let's move on with our lives. And the lives we have left behind will come and beat them. And let this woman, she said it and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go into it because I don't know the politics of it. But let's move on with issues. Yesterday, that story came up, it was discussed, and buried, gone.
Now we have been joined on the line by DSP Safer Zafa. He is going to talk to us about what is happening with the IGP getting 2 more years, and people really don't understand. IGP has 2 more years. IGP, what is the problem? So maybe he would give us more education on this matter. So DSP, thank you so much for your time, and a very good morning to you.
Thank you, good morning to you.
Right, and how are you doing?
By the grace of God.
Thank you. Right. We have our headlines. It actually made headlines yesterday that IGP gets 2 more years, and we know about the IGP acting for a period of time as well. So maybe I want you to give us some education on what's happening in the police service concerning this 2 more years addition to the IGP's period.
I don't get the question. The IGP was acting for some time and then he was confirmed.
Okay.
So all this while he has been working as a substantive IGP until this time when the 2 years have been added to him. It seems that gradually his tenure was coming to an end, but due to his innovations, initiatives that he has introduced in the police service to make it more professional, the appointing authority uses experience that his tenure extended to enable him get the innovations and initiatives that are introduced and trends. So I think in the March, we read the story as carried by graphics. That is the reason why the IGP's years of service have been extended.
Right, so the story also carried here at First Digital. We actually focused on some of his innovations, which you made mention. We touched on the command of the staff college and the police visibility, the accessibility and patrol department, and the front police unit. Can you give us some of the advantages these innovations added to the police service?
I think as I was saying yesterday in the studio, so I mentioned the visibility patrol, or what has become known as the visibility policing. Whereby personnel of the service are posted to vantage points and in vulnerable areas within cities to prevent crimes from occurring and to give assurance to members of the public about their security. And thus, we see popular acclaim with a lot of people from the young to the old acclaim as one of the best police strategies ever introduced in this country. And that is one major issue. Then, as you have also enumerated in the story, we have the establishment of the police command and staff college. This is an institution of higher education, higher learning in the Ghana Police Service, which was long overdue. I mean, before then, commission after commission, committee after committee, set up to study the Ghana Police Service and make recommendations of improvement of service, recommended the establishment of police command and staff college some years back, but this hadn't materialized until he took the reins of the administration of the service and thought it right to say the time is now. And as I speak, the college has been established in Winneba, and it's operating, and that is a notable idea. It's a good effort. We can also mention the establishment or re-establishment of the Maroon Committee in the Ghana Police Service, which was also done in around April this year, where it was the vice president. That is also one of the achievements that the IGP has chosen. We can also mention the formed police unit. It's a specialized unit within the police service that is formed to handle violent situations, violent crime, hostage taking, mob action, and certain specialized security issues. And it's in line with the other different standards. And until then, we have just some isolated, units that were not really completed in handling such situations. And so you can see that we have also introduced what we call the police badge, which I showed to your TV session yesterday when I was there, which is a form of authority to any people surrounding it. And therefore it identifies the wearer as a police officer, and it also checks his attitude in public and makes him more professional. Which is many other things that we have introduced are the issues for which the appointing authority that will not continue with its work.
Wow.
You walk straight and say, I want to buy condom, and they will look at you as a bad girl or a bad boy. Not you. I'm talking about those who are listening to us.
I'm not answering, even if it's me, I'm not answering that question. Anyway, we're wrapping up, but I want to take this text message before we go. Congratulations to the IGP. He really deserves it. He should keep it up. This is from Moses of Fadama. Someone says that the most important issue that our young girls of today need is the way they dress. They dress very bad, so they should look very attractive to the old men. This is part of NEMA. The old men need to be punished if they are caught for those crimes, and not the young girls instead. Mabel of Achimota says so. Another one says, please, how many virgins do we have in Ghana? And why do you ask me? Between the ages of 10 and 15, not even the 20s and the 30s. Hey, you're so mischievous.
So people, when you stand at the podium and people listen to them, let them use the advantage of it. Don't just do it for the vote and that is it. They should take advantage and talk about HIV, AIDS, teenage pregnancies, unwanted pregnancy, death from unwanted pregnancies, abuse of, so that people listen to them. For heaven's sake, if you have such an opportunity and the only thing you are talking about is the promises that you cannot fulfill, come on, you can't get my vote. So let us talk about humanity and say that girls deserve better.
Thank you very much. Dr. Jewapia is a health specialist and he's also a child rights activist. Thank you so much for your time. We've been talking child abuse. This is the first show. It came to you live from the studios of First Digital One here in Abilingbe, Accra. My name is Annie Efwampa. We'll back tomorrow with more discussion on this educational and social interest topics. So good morning. Thanks for watching.